Good morning. So glad to see you. I'm so excited that you're going to be here on Tuesday. Yay! Okay, so today we're going to start something new. Now, we've all heard of multiplication. So there's 4 things that you're going to do in 3rd grade. Add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So today we're going to start talking about multiplication, okay? Now, multiplication just means that I put things in equal groups. We're going to talk about those groups today. So the first step of multiplication is this awesome thing called an array, because everybody loves pictures, because if I can see the picture, then I understand the math. So in my math class, the first thing you will always do is think to yourself, how can I create a picture with this math problem? All right, so here we go. So our word today is array, A-R-R-A-Y, array. All right, now, like I said, this is a picture of multiplication. So today we are going to talk about a few things. The first thing that we see here are rows. Rows go left to right. This is also called our width. Okay, left to right is our width. Left to right is our width. Left to right is our width. Okay, so we also have these things that you call columns. We've been calling them columns. Columns go up and down since kindergarten. So here is 1 column, 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, and 5 columns, also called my length. Now, we have a song that goes length times width. I want you to do it with me. Length times width. We'll use that later on for other math skills, but today, and we have such a fun song. Anyways, we're going to start thinking about this today. Length times width, okay? Awesome. So, let's look over at our chart, and here is our length. All right, we're going to go over and we're going to find our length, which goes up and down. We're going to go out to the side, up and down. Now, these circles, I just showed a circle. You can use triangle, square, whatever. Hearts. To find our length today, we use math. Remember I told you we're always thinking about measuring. We're going to use these circles to measure our length, okay? Length. So here we go. So now how many circles do we have? 1, 2, 3. So that would mean that our length, I'm going to put a little L and circle it. Our length is 3, okay? Our length is 3. Now we're going to come over and we need a number for the bottom, because right now we don't have a number for the bottom, okay? All right, we are going to find our width. Remember, make a W, go side to side. So our width will go from here to here. Now, we're going to use those circles again to measure the width of this array. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just go all the way across that row and you count them from the beginning to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So our width is 5. So here we have in our columns going up and down, our length, we have 3. And when we come down here to our width, which is our row, we have 5. Now, we are doing multiplication. Multiplication means that I can put things in equal groups, and I can multiply my length times my width, and that will give me my multiplication problem. All right? So from this array, let's create a multiplication problem. Okay? So we're going to come down here, and we're going to make a problem. So my length times my width will give me the answer that I need. Okay? So let's go do our length. So my length, I'm going to put it right underneath the L. Length is 3. And my width is 5. So from that, I am going to create my multiplication problem. And my multiplication problem is now 3 times 5. But still, I have a problem, but I don't have an answer. Okay? So now, we're going to talk about many ways that we can answer this multiplication problem. Add, subtract, multiply, divide. Multiplication problem. Okay? All right, so now, there are many ways to solve math problems, and that's what I love about math, is there's more than one way to get your answer, okay? So I could right now multiply my length times my width if I already know how to do multiplication, okay? But let's just say I don't know how. So let's talk about the many ways that you can solve multiplication. Now, I could come up here like I was in kindergarten, and I could just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, okay? So that way, I would say my answer is 15. But I would like to teach you an easier way so that you don't have to sit here all day, because the higher grade that you go to, the larger the numbers are going to be, and we can't sit here and count 567 circles, so whatever. You can't count large quantities because it would take you forever, okay? So we're going to talk about a faster way, all right? So I'm going to go to my row, my width, and I'm going to look at this number. Let's look at this row, okay? I'm going to really look at my width, okay? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put my number here. There's 5 in this row. There's 5 on that width, all right? Let's go to my next width, my next row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5. All right, let's go to our last row. Our last row, I'm getting my width. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I know in my mind that there are 5 in each row. Now, last time we counted them, that took a long time. So this time, let's do something different, okay? All right, let's take these 5s. There's 1, 2, 3. And let's just say, what if I just add them? Okay, what is 5 plus 5? 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is 15. So, now, I repeatedly wrote this number 5, 5, 5 because they all have equal groups, and in multiplication they all have to have the same amount in each row. So this one had 5, this one had 5, this one had 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15. So I repeatedly added, right? Oh, I forgot. I learned in my reading class that re is a prefix that means again and again and again and again. So re means over and over and over. So if I have the same number over and over and over and over again, now I'm going to add, that's called repeated addition. I forgot. That is so cool that I can use her reading stuff and it will help me in my math. Awesome. And that's way better than counting all those dots. So one way to solve multiplication would be to count all those dots like I'm in kindergarten. Another way would be to use repeated addition by adding that number over and over and over again to get my total. Okay, let's find another way. I saw this kid in my class, and this kid was like going like this. 5, 10, 15. What is he doing? He is, that's called skip counting. Oh my gosh, we skip count and do multiplication? That is so cool. Skip counting. I used to do that, you know, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I learned that when I was in first grade. That's so easy. So my number would be 5, so I would be counting by 5s, and I would just say there's 3 5s. 5, 10, 15. So you can skip count. This is so cool. Man, there's so many ways to do math. It's fun. Okay, so now, let's think about everything that we learned. So let's practice one more time. Everybody say length. Length goes up and down, okay? Width goes left to right. My left to right is my row, and my length is my up and down. Those are my columns. Okay, so now let's recap. Let's come over here and let's talk. This is an array, is a picture. Now I'm going to hear you answer these questions, okay? This is a picture. An array is a picture of what? Help me out. A picture of what, Miss Harris? A picture of multiplication. Okay? Multiplication. We ran out of room, didn't we? It is a picture of multiplication. Okay? Now, what did I learn about each group? What does each row have in common? Each row has what? The same amount of shapes. It has the same amount of shapes. This row had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. This row had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. This row has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. All right, so it must have equal groups. And equal just means same, right? Same, and group means same amount of circles. All right. Equal groups means it has the same amount in each row. Okay, equal groups. Equal, this is a sign for equal. Equal groups. All right, great. All right, now, here we go. I can use re blank to solve my multiplication. Re what? It was called re when you do the same thing over again, it's re. And we were adding, so the big word for add is addition. Synonyms mean the same. Synonyms mean the same. Addition, add. Addition, add. Ooh, I know another word, sum. Add, addition, sum. Add, addition, sum. Okay, so it will be repeated addition. So I can use repeated addition to solve my multiplication. Repeated addition. I can use repeated addition to solve my multiplication problem. Now, we are going to do one more together and then it's your turn to get started. All right, so let's move this baby. All right, here we go. All right, so this is our last array for the day. Here we go, let's get this party started. Now, we know that we have to find our length. And our length is our up and down number. It goes from here to here. So I will start at the top and I will go down. I'm going to use my circles to measure. All right, let's get our length. 1, 2, 3. Remember, length is our column. So we're going to count the number of circles in our column. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 on this side, okay? All right, let's go to our width, which is our row, okay? All right, let's go from here to here, and I will use these circles to measure the row. 1, 2. Awesome. And this is my width. Awesome. So now I will say my length times my width will give me my answer. So my length is 4, and my width on my row is 2. So 4 times 2 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Or I could say this row has 2, this row has 2, this row has 2, this row has 2. I will use repeated addition. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. I got my same answer, 8. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So now it is your turn. Have fun.